Hey guys, this is Monish Korea. Welcome back to QA and Automation Hub. A little bit about myself. I work as a QA lead at HDFC Life, having 14 years of work experience. Also, I am working as a chapter lead for Browser Stack community for Mumbai location. In this video, we are going to talk about API security. APIs are the backbone of modern application, connecting services, enabling innovation, and driving the digital world. But with great power comes great responsibility. Securing APIs is no longer an option, it's a necessity. So you would be wondering why API security? Think about your daily activities, online banking, shopping, social media. APIs are working behind the scenes in all of them. But here is the catch. If APIs are left unprotected, attackers can exploit them to steal data, manipulate transactions, or even take control of systems. API breaches are not just hypothetical, they are happening every day. API security is critical because APIs are a direct gateway to sensitive data, prone to misconfiguration and security loopholes, and are a favorite target of hackers. So in this session, we are going to discuss below agenda. So we have already covered why API security. Then we are going to discuss some real world API breaches. And then we are going to briefly cover the OWASP API security top 10 list. Now moving to real world API breaches. So some real world API breaches. Real world API breaches. So let's take a look at two shocking API breaches that highlight the importance of securing APIs. So the first example that we are going to discuss is Coinbase. So Coinbase is a cryptocurrency exchange platform. So a security researcher has netted $250,000 bug bounty for disclosing a vulnerability in Coinbase that could have allowed a user to sell currency they did not own. So as you see here, there is a security researcher going by the name Tree of Alpha. So the bug was spotted by security engineer Tree of Alpha, whose disclosure led to them receiving the cryptocurrency exchange's biggest ever bounty payout. So what exactly happened here? The, the security researcher scrapped API call from the web UI and he identified four key parameters for any Coinbase transaction, and he manipulated the parameters via API calls and sold crypto they did not own. So Tree of Alpha discovered that they were able to trade cryptocurrency that wasn't theirs due to a missing logic validation check in a retail brokerage API endpoint, which allowed a user to submit trades to a specific order book using a mismatched source account. This could have potentially allowed an attacker to steal unlimited cryptocurrency from the platform. So this falls under the topmost vulnerability under OWASP API security project, and it is called as broken object level authorization, also known as BOLA. The second example that we are going to discuss is USPS. So USPS stands for US Postal Service. So in the USPS data breach, attackers exploited a BOLA vulnerability again with the USPS Informed Visibility API. By manipulating the API's request parameters, they were able to access confidential information belonging to other users, including names, addresses, email addresses, and account details. So what exactly happened here is USPS relied on traditional code and web scanners and found missing API authentication in their system. After that, what USPS did is they added the authentication but they forgot to add the authorization. So a hacker found out this and he was able to access user B's details, or for that moment, he was able to access any of the user's details. So due to this, any of the 60 million accounts he was able to access. So this exposed the data on all the 60 million users. So this breach not only compromised the privacy of millions of individuals, but also undermined their trust in the USPS's ability to protect their sensitive data. Now you must be wondering whether API security testing is something which is left to the experts, or we can do some sort of experiment or some sort of discovery in the API security areas on our own. So the answer is yes. You can do a lot with some basic tools. So the basic tools are like Burp Suite or the Postman tool itself. And if you have a healthy dose of curiosity and creativity, you can uncover some of the potential issues. So we will discuss how to use these basic tools and how we can identify all those issues in the upcoming video series. So here we are going to talk about OWASP top 10 API security risks. So the first risk is known as broken object level authorization. If the authorization mechanism is broken, it is known as broken object level authorization and also known as BOLA. Second vulnerability is broken authentication. Third vulnerability is known as broken object property level authorization, also known as BOPLA because of the acronym. Fourth is unrestricted resource consumption. Fifth is broken function level authorization. Sixth is unauthorized access to sensitive business flows. Seventh is server-side request forgery. Eighth is security misconfiguration. Ninth is improper inventory management. And tenth is unsafe consumption of APIs. So to address this security risk, OWASP stands for Open Web Application Security Project. They have identified the top 10 API security vulnerabilities that every developer or QA and security professional must know. So in the upcoming videos, we will dive deep into each of these vulnerabilities, understand how they work, and most importantly, learn how to secure our APIs against. Before you end the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any episode of this API security series. Let's make the web a safer place, one API at a time. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or want to hear about specific API security topics. Thank you.